Good morning, students. In today's class, we are starting the topic. The topic is coagulation or flocculation or precipitation. That is the terms which are used in this. What is the meaning of this term coagulation or precipitation? Is process of aggregating together the colloidal particles. It means when we have the colloidal particles in a solution, so the process of aggregating together the colloidal particles so as to change them into the large sized particles, which ultimately settle down as a precipitate. So what is the meaning of precipitation? Process of aggregating the colloidal particles so as to change them into the large sized particles, and which ultimately settle down as a precipitate. So this process is known as precipitation. Now we have to study the effects of this, and under this process, when an electrolyte is added to the colloidal solution, the particles of the salt take up the ions. Particles present in the salt take up the ions, which are oppositely charged, and thus get neutralized. The ions responsible for the neutralization to change on the colloidal particles is called the coagulating ions. It means those ions which are responsible for the neutralization, they are known as coagulating ions or flocculating ions. The neutral particles then start accumulating to form the particles of the large size, and then after they get settled down. Now what is the meaning of flocculation? When a small amount of electrolyte is added, and when the concentration of electrolyte added is very low, the process is known as flocculation. Now the minimum amount of an electrolyte that must be added to 1 liter of the colloidal solution so as to bring about the complete coagulation is called the coagulation, flocculation or precipitation value. What is the meaning of precipitation value? What is the meaning of coagulation value? What is the meaning of flocculation value? The amount required for the neutralization of the 1 liter of colloidal solution, amount of electrolyte required for the neutralization of 1 liter of colloidal solution, that is known as coagulation value. Thus, smaller is the coagulation value of an electrolyte, greater is its coagulating power. जितनी कम मात्रा में हमें लेना पड़ेगा, the amount smaller value of electrolyte is required for any electrolyte, greater is the coagulating or the precipitation power which have. कम मात्रा अगर हम उसकी लेते हैं, less smaller quantity जो है वो ज्यादा coagulation करती है, so that is known as a precipitation power. Now one important law is related to this, and that is known as Hardy-Sulz's law. What is this Hardy-Sulz's law? The quantity of the electrolyte which is required required to coagulate a definite amount of the colloidal solution depends upon the valency of the coagulating ion. It means how much quantity we required for the coagulation. It depends upon the valency of the ion which is present there, which valency of the coagulating ion. This observation given by the Hardy and Sulje and known as Hardy-Sulje law. What are the important points related to this Hardy-Sulje's law which we have there in this? The points are, the first, what are the points of this law? This law is very important for our questions. So we have to study carefully about this law in detail. Now see, the first, effective ions of electrolyte in bringing about coagulating are those which carry out the charge opposite to that of the colloidal particles. Greater is the valency of the coagulating or flocculating ion, greater is the power to bring about the coagulation. ज़्यादा valency है तो उसकी जो coagulating power है वो ज़्यादा होगी. Now thus for coagulation negatively charged arsenic, we have a table there related to this. For a coagulation of negatively charged sol, for a coagulation of negatively charged sol AH2S3, sol of arsenic sulfide. Now we have different electrolytes. In case we have electrolytes like NaCl, KCl, HCl, MgCl2, BaCl2, AlCl3. So these are the different electrolytes which we have. The cations which are present there, and they are Na+, K+, H+, Mg2+, Ba2+, Al3+. These cations which we have. Now they have their coagulation values. In these coagulation values, 52 for sodium, 49.5 for H+, 30.8 for magnesium, that is 0.72 for barium, 0.69 for aluminium +3, that is 0.093. What explanation we are getting from this? We are getting the explanation from this that where the valency is high, where the valency of the ion is high, the coagulation value is low for that particular ion there. As a coagulating power is inversely proportional to the coagulation value. Coagulation power and coagulation values. Coagulation power and coagulation values. They are inversely proportional to each other. If the value is high, then its value is low. So they are inversely proportional to each other. Coagulation can also be caused by the different methods, and these methods are electrophoresis, mutual precipitation, prolonged dialysis, heating, boiling or cooling. So what is the condition we have? The coagulation power depends upon the power. Al 3 plus, Ba 2 plus, Na plus. That is the comparison of the coagulation power. In case of the negative ions Fe CN6 4 minus, the minus 4. In case PO4 3 minus. In another case we have SO4 2 minus. In another case we have Cl minus. So the valency decides that which ion has the more coagulation power there.